please like and subscribe.
Hi, I'm Joe, and this is Joe's Medicine Tarot. Here you will find shamanic tarot readings. Please know that this is a general spirit check-in, not a one-to-one spirit check-in, so you might not resonate with everything. Also, please know I could be picking up on someone else's energy. So if you recognize someone else's energy in your reading, please put the energies where they belong. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning to my channel, welcome back. I'd like to take this time to acknowledge the medicine keepers. These are the paying members of this channel. All right, Creator, please bless this reading. Please bring in the knowledge and the wisdom and the guidance of the Most High and of the highest realms and of the lowest realms, of all the realms, whatever's needed. Thank you. Okay, I've already shuffled these cards, but we're going to cut them. Let us begin. The Page of Cups, the Magician in reverse, the World in reverse, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. What's on the bottom of the deck is the Emperor. I think you have a sense of victory. Someone has a sense of victory. You have been to the depths. You have been to the depths of your own self. This person's even turning their back on the rest of the cards here. They're facing away. They're facing their cup, turning away from the rest of the cards, turning away from the Magician in reverse. What I'm seeing is the dark side of the Magician, because when the Magician is aimed downwards, they are creating from the lower dimensions. So I feel like it's your soul food, your inner knowing about who you are, your inner knowing of your underworld, your knowing of who you are, your worst, your light and your dark. The wisdom you carry within you is what got you through something here, is what is getting you through, is what is, you trust yourself. You trust the fish of the deep. See, yeah, you trust the fish is food of the deep. It is food of the soul. It's not soul food, it's food of the soul. Can you hear what I'm saying? Like it's something within you that feeds your soul, and you have a relationship with this. You've gone to the depths and attained this. And now you carry this knowledge as you walk around on top of the earth. You carry this knowledge with you. You've gone to the depths and extracted this knowledge. Now you carry it with you and you trust it. You trust it. The waters behind you are very calm. I'm feeling like they're calming. I'm feeling like you're coming out of a major storm. There was a major storm. with the dark magician, with somebody who is creating from the lower dimensions. I'm just hearing, excuse me. I'm just hearing Black Newman, Dark Newman. So somebody who is having a dark experience numistically versus somebody who's having a light experience numistically. The Page of Cups follows the Ten of Cups. So there has been a completion of a cycle. The realization of your dreams, a lot of happiness, a lot of homecoming back to yourselves. That's what I feel is mostly homecoming to yourself. Okay, they just said you've transcended a tradition. You've transcended tradition. I don't know what that means for each of you. What does that mean, Creator? Okay, we're going to climb in a little bit deeper this time. What is transcending tradition? What do you mean by that, Creator? What do you mean? I'm going to bring out the Shamanic deck. What do you mean transcending tradition? Excuse me, sir. Sorry about that, you guys. My nose is running. It's all the incense in the room right now. Like, no more incense right now. Okay. What is transcending tradition? What is the Page of Cups, upright, Creator? What is this? And somebody, okay, so you're dealing with a dark magician, but somebody failed to complete a task or is failing to complete a task. Maybe they're giving up. Maybe they don't have the spirit of endurance. I feel like this person has abandoned themselves and now the darkness is what gets them by. You know, when the truth comes in and hits you, it can undo magic. It can undo spells we put on ourselves. And we have to be careful because sometimes we may not be ready for those spells to come to an end. Those spells could be as what sustains a person. So somebody is transcending tradition. They've gone up against a dark magician. I'm feeling you have prevailed. And I'm feeling this is you. You are the emperor. You are becoming a new power, worldly power upon this earth. Look at the knight underneath. All knights, all emperors were once first knights. Okay, and the knight has to go through their own initiation to come into the king energy, to come into the emperor energy. The sirens out there today is incredible. Somebody else has fallen. Okay, someone has fallen on their sword. Someone has fallen on their own sword. This is what happened to King Saul in the Old Testament. He fell on his sword. So slain by his own truth. And that's what I mean. Be careful when spells that are sustaining a person, when those spells come down, what do you think is waiting for you? The truth. And if you're not ready to carry the truth, it'll do some damage. It'll do some damage, especially when you're not aligned with it. You know, that's when the truth hurts, is when we're lying to ourselves. I speak this from experience. What is the Page of Cups, creator? Ooh, the challenge. You went through a challenge. Holy, you went through the challenge. There was a challenge. This is devil energy. Okay, you went through the challenge. It brought you into the nine of swords. But you were protected by the bird. You see the bird hovering over as there's lightning, high voltage lightning coming in. So whoever you are, you've transcended tradition. You know yourself. You've met the worst of yourself. When truth comes in, yeah, it can be painful, but you can handle it. You can handle it. But whatever truth this was, it was tumultuous. Because the loving energy you had at that point, I'm feeling like this was once this, and then it was turned over on its head. And I'm feeling like, almost like the Queen of Swords here. But although I feel like it made you, it kicked your legs out from under you, whatever this was. But you had to get your own strength, the food of the deep. That is what sustained you through this. That is what sustained you through this. You went up against a devil energy. You went through the challenge. The creator brought you a challenge going up against a shadow magician, and you accepted the contract. And it plunged you into the underworld. It plunged you into a very dark place. And it was very, 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 very difficult. I feel like your strength, the strength that you know, when somebody lies and they don't tell the truth, they don't give you clarity because they can't even give themselves clarity. And the only one that can get you through this is you. Even though you don't have all the information, even though you're not sure what the fuck actually happened, you're stuck in a state of confusion. It has whittled away at your strength, at your clarity, at your knowingness. But you also recognize this is some sort of an initiation, so hold steady. So whoever this is, I feel like whatever you've gone through, you were meant to go through, and you're holding steady in it, even in the loss of power, even in the loss of clarity, even in the loss of self-confidence. You still held steady. Whatever this was, you made room for it. You made room for the loss of confidence. You made room for the pain. You made room for the sorrow. You made room for all of it. What is the Dark Magician, creator? What is the Dark Magician? What is the Dark Magician? Somebody who wants to choose happiness, but they're busy lying to themselves. Maybe they are happy lying to themselves. There's a great sense of deception here. Somebody trying to choose happiness, but they are in a state of self-deception. There's some sort of an overindulgence of something, negativity, maybe substances, like substance abuse, but there's definitely a lot of gossip. There's a lot of gossip flying around. I feel like somebody knows they have I feel like it's somebody who's trying to choose happiness even though they have tipped over other people's cups. I feel like whoever this is even tipped over their own cup. But I feel like this person is so used to loss and destruction and negativity that it's just more of the same. It's just more of the same. And they're trying to choose happiness within their self-deception. even though they know that there's been some sort of the end of a relationship, end of friendship, end of a community. I feel like this community was sabotaged before it even really had a chance to really grow. Yeah, somebody they're guided by their own inner demons. And they're oh my God. And what I'm hearing is God is the devil and the devil is God. God is the devil and the devil is God. Like somebody's got it backwards, like totally backwards in themselves. Spirit of confusion. There is a spirit of confusion here. And this is why this person is acting this way. Their own inner compass has been fucked with. Either they have fucked with their own inner compass. You don't want to fuck with your inner compass, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Because how do you reset it? Unless you go to God, how do you reset it? That's terrifying. What is the World card? Oh, Gaia, the World. The Knight of Pentacles and Spider-Woman. So yes, there has been an ending. There has been an ending, a completion of a cycle right under somebody's feet, right under everybody's feet. There has been a completion of a cycle. Somebody is lacking courage, lacking clarity, lacking strength, very jealous, very jealous, very grasping, very stagnant. Whoever this is does not want to grow. Whoever this is isn't interested in growing. They're interested in preserving themselves as they are, even if they are in a state of possession. So they're not really clear. Whoever this is isn't really clear what's at the wheel of their life. But for somebody else, there is a mysterious entanglement here, entanglement of the web of life, the inner web versus the outer web. But it's all inner. I just say outer for perspective, but it's all inner. It's all inner. Yeah, somebody feels like they're being punished. They feel a sense of loss. An enforced sacrifice. So maybe, yeah, this person knows they have to make a sacrifice. They know they have to make a fucking sacrifice and they're not willing to do it. That's why this is going the way it's going. You can't pour new wine into old wineskins, folks. And whoever this is not willing to make the change. They're not willing to do the work. And that's why whatever this is kind of been tipped over, has kind of gone to shit. Somebody's sort of sabotaged some sort of a cycle for themselves. For themselves. Specifically and especially for themselves. The Eight of Swords in reverse. And for somebody else, you're choosing happiness, self-acceptance. You have a new perspective of a thing and you're coming into freedom. Something is no longer weighing you down like an elephant, like a rhinoceros sitting on you, like an elephant sitting on you. I'm feeling like somebody was so intimidated of you that they sat on you. Somebody with a large, I don't feel like this person is actually physically large, but I'm feeling like their energy is incredibly dense. They have big, large, dense energy. And that's what they use to sit on you. But it's all perspective, it's all illusion, because I feel like you've seen through it. You see through this person's lies, you see through their unresolved trauma, you see through their unhealed pain. You realize this person is working from their pain, working from their pain, working from their unresolved trauma, working from their darkness, plugged into the lower dimensions like this magician in reverse. Somebody who has a weak will toward what is true, what is just, and what is right. Don't have to say that, Creator. Okay, this person's calling themselves a Christian. And they are right out of alignment. They are right out of alignment. I'm sorry, folks, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it. Some of the most deceptive people that I have known in my entire life have been Christians. Some of the most deceptively unapologetic people I have known are people that have the right to be plugged into the lower dimensions because they're victims, but they're justified because they have Christ. It's a sense of willful blindness that they're justified because they're in Christ. In some ways it's true, and in some ways it's not. Okay, we all have grace. Everybody is covered by grace. But when it becomes willful, that's a different animal. So you are choosing happiness and changing your legacy. You have changed your legacy. You are refusing the legacy of somebody else. Somebody has tried to put their legacy upon you. Like I said, a great big hippopotamus or a great big elephant sitting on you with their legacy of corruption, of lies, deception, psychological violence, maybe actual violence. This is someone who isn't clear, and you are rejecting the confusion. You realize the confusion is how somebody gets away with not being seen. Somebody slinks in the shadows. And you've had to go up against a lot of obstacles and up against somebody who was very obstinate and refuses to take any accountability in any of this. Okay. Let's have some words, Creator. Some keywords now. Now we're going to bring in the keywords. What is the Page of Cups? Working hard, yes. So whatever you've done to get through this devil energy, through this incredible initiation, it made you more spiritual. You worked very hard to connect with the truth that is within you. And your intuition is what helped get you through this. Through some sort of a devil energy that was very, very difficult. But like I said, you trust the food of the deep that you yourself have gone into yourself to attain. And it has saved your life. Okay, the Gnostic scripture. They're giving me a Gnostic scripture from the Gospel of Thomas. If you release what is in you will save your life. If you don't release what is in you will destroy you. So I'm feeling like someone's trauma that they have not released has swallowed them whole. Tried to swallow you, but you got out of it. Because you have the food of your deep. When you have clarity about yourself, nothing can fuck with you because you have clarity. You have a sound mind. Nobody's black magic of gossip and lies and deception and ill will can fucking touch you. And even if it does, you'll untangle it. You're clear. It's like when you get burned, that initial response is very appropriate. but pretty soon the pain subsides and you're able to heal and move on. That's what I'm feeling. What is the Magician in reverse? Oh shit, spell work. Oh no, spell work. Expansion. Somebody trying to expand through their own spell work and trying to gain a sense of self-trust. Okay, this is why this is fucked up, because somebody doesn't want to do the work. Somebody does not want to do the actual work to heal. They would rather go to spell work, cast spells, gossip, lie, cheat, and steal to empowerment rather than become self-empowered. That's why this is black magic. Because you go to spell work and rituals instead of doing the work. There's nothing wrong with rituals. There's nothing wrong with spell work. But when you replace them with the dharmic work you know you have to do, that's when it becomes dangerous. What is the world in reverse, creator? Hope. Hope. Initiation. And will. Yeah, so someone's will and their hope and their understanding that whatever this has been, someone who failed to complete a task, some sort of destructive end or destruction, some sort of failure to complete a task. I feel like that was done on purpose in order to fuck up somebody's plan, someone's objective, somebody's end goal. Like someone doesn't want to see you because they don't like you, because of whatever is in you. Whatever's in you that threatens them. That has really nothing to do with you. It's them fighting themselves. And whatever this is affected you, but you have hope. You know this is some sort of an initiation. And you have the end of a cycle here. I feel like this is the end of a cycle for all involved, but the outcome will be different for each of you. What is the Eight of Swords in reverse, creator? Occult knowledge, yes. Oh yes, okay. Sacrifice and invocation. So you've had to invoke some pretty powerful emotions in yourself and your connection to, see, that's what occult is Gnostic. This is Gnosis. Occult is occult knowledge. This is knowledge, true knowledge, the unseen. And I feel like you have a connection to the unseen. Whatever happened here is the unseen world agreeing with you and developing you even further, but you had to go through something very, very difficult and very arduous. What's on the bottom of the deck for the word? Oh, grandfather. I feel like someone's grandfather, maybe your grandfather, maybe someone else's grandfather, but somebody's grandfather. Oh, interesting. I'm seeing grandfathers fighting each other. Your grandfather is going up against the energy of someone else's grandfather. It's like the light and the dark. It's like opposing energies, the good against the bad against the good. Two energies, ancestral energies that are battling, because you're the most recent descendant of your grandfather. and he's fighting for you, even if he's on the other side. Or someone else's grandfather, and maybe going up against a grandfather who is not clean, like not somebody who has been marinating in like bad energy for a long time. For a very long time. So I'm feeling like your grandfather is fighting someone else's grandfather. There's a battle going on here, but you are winning. You're coming out. The other person's going to prevail too, but in their own way. Like, that's what I mean. This cycle is completed, but the results will be different for each of you. And I'm feeling for you, because I feel like you're doing the work. You're doing the work the best work that you can do. I feel like this was still very, very challenging. You won't leave this without a sense of battle scars upon you. But I'm feeling you will have more clarity about this. You will have more clarity coming in about this. Can we have an archetype card, please, Creator, to tie this off? An archetype card. The eternal child. Oh my gosh. The light attributes of the eternal child are determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. Yes. I feel like you've had a new perspective. You've seen things with a new perspective. The shadow attributes of the eternal child is inability to grow up and be responsible, extreme dependency on others for physical security. So yes, I feel like somebody has been in the shadow aspect of their eternal child. I feel like, they're just saying this person has been incredibly irresponsible with their life, irresponsible with their own children, and irresponsible with their own health. This person is meeting themselves for maybe for the first time. And whatever this work is that this person is in the midst of doing, of meeting themselves, I feel like they will get through it. It's some sort of a cycle breaker. They will get through it. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But that is no consequence upon you. Everybody has to carry themselves. Nobody carries anybody, especially when you come into the realms of the truth. In that hour, even your brother will be too heavy for you. Okay? Everybody is responsible for themselves. You cannot speak for anyone else. Okay, I'm going to leave this reading here, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. I hope this reading was helpful and useful, and you can take it forward with you into your future and into your lives. Alrighty, you guys, you take care, and I'll see you in the next reading.